Good morning. Welcome to 4x8 Paper Stuff. This is Beth. We're going to do an experiment today. We are taking part of a mail envelope because I need to mail some stuff today and tomorrow. So let's just use the scraps from another one that I've been using as a paint wipe brush off place, and see what happens here. I have some portraits of some famous ladies that I'm covering up just because I couldn't throw them away. And I'm putting them together in clusters, purposely covering up everything. And then I'm going to glue them down. There is 7 of them. I like the number 7. I use that a lot in a lot of things. And then I'm going to put some of the extra scraps of cardboard that I cut off the sides underneath them. So they're going to be raised. I'm really not sure where this is going. I found a fabric piece yesterday that I love, and it kind of has this grunge effect to it. So I'm going to see if I can replicate it in my way. I don't know. I've been making quilts for the last 3 days. So I'm in a grid pattern thing going on here. And then I'm going to paint over this all in white, kind of like what we've been doing in the little book, and see where that takes us. Like branching out from the little book or art journal and practice to a bigger piece. Now, this doesn't have to go into, the Smithsonian or anything. It's just for me. Although if the Smithsonian wants it, call me. But I didn't want that much white on there. I think I wanted it more opaque, but that's okay. So I added a little bit of blue to try to give it some color. This is what it looks like dry. So now, this fabric here is very much like I work. It is by Wyndham Fabrics. It's quilting fabric. Treasure Hunt. I think it's by Marcia Derse, D-E-R-S-E. I think I bought it at the beach like a year and a half ago, or maybe the beginning of last year. So say like October, November. I don't remember buying it any earlier than that. But there's Japanese paper. There's all kinds of paper strips. There's these oval things, semicircle things. There's maps. There's scribbles. There's, not on this piece here, but on the piece I'm using, there's lots of little squares, not unlike these, that are kind of grunged up, and this is very grunged up. But that's what I'm trying to duplicate, sort of, in my own sort of way here. And I have these raised. They're on cardboard. This is cardboard. I think I've already told you. I just cut myself with a knife. Ay, ay, ay. Cutting tomatoes. You know how it goes. I'm trying to make a marinated veggie salad, which is my go-to every night in the summer. I put the blue on here when it was all still wet. You can't, it's not, I don't want it to be perfect. I want it to be grungy. And I'm not sure how to complete the next step. Kind of, I have 7 stacks on here, so I kind of want to keep to the 7. Maybe I need to put some Ooh, stamping with maps. Ooh, it's coming to me. Maps. I happen to have a couple. Let's see here. Travel. Trying to find. Oh, you know what? The Tim Holtz ones. Well, those are cities. Oh, this one might work. One of these in here. Watch out, Gunner. I'm going to run over your tootsies. These are like really, really abstract city scenes. Squirrels and Frogs. That's the name of the company. But I like that one. Ooh. This is Notre Dame. Let's do Notre Dame. In and around these raised pieces. Now, do I have in my drawer labeled acrylic blocks? I do have one big enough for this. Okay. The other ones are kind of like script stamps. I don't think I've ever used this. Arty. But I'm going to put kind of like pieces of paper so I get like just parts of it. And it's got raised elements, so it's going to be problematic at the very least. I think I'm going to use this pumice stone. Well, that's kind of light. Oh, that's too light. Okay. Here's black marble. That'll work. Let's just see how this goes. And I might use one of the script ones too. Let's get the windows in there. Probably should have done this before I put these layers on. Oh yeah, I should have. That's okay. It's okay. It's supposed to be grungy. All right, let's see. Whew, my sister leaves in the morning. Today for you. They accomplished quite a bit. We were going to try to go to Ohio to see my uncle. It's a good thing we didn't try. Because there's no way. They're still working on storage stuff. Ooh. Double exposure works good too. All right, let's hang this out on the edge. When I say this, I mean the stamp. Sorry. There's some new people here. My name is Beth. Old people, you just got to put up with this. I live in South Carolina. I live on Lake Murray half of the year. And now, Garden City, well, no, Surfside, part of Myrtle Beach. The other half of the year, I have a very messy approach to everything and a disorganization approach to everything, in case you haven't figured that part out already. I don't do this for the views. I do it for the community and for the likes of me. For the comments, because there's a teeny tiny community here. The comments are great every day from quite a few of the same people. I am not trained, which is sometimes very evident, like right there. It's okay. It's okay. It's grungy. It's okay. You know what? Maybe just do it like this. I am originally from California. That's quite a cultural shock to somebody coming from the San Francisco area as a young person to South Carolina. I have now lived here longer than I've lived anywhere, so I'm kind of like almost native. Almost. The Southerners don't take kindly to that kind of talk. They're very snobby on who they accept in their communities. Okay. Even though this looks very messy, this is what I was after. I don't like to plan my work. In fact, when I do, it usually doesn't work right. I'm not a very good thought out in advance person as far as any of this is concerned. I have been having fun. I do projects that are usually like a month long, and I'm in between right now. So these are called in-betweeners. projects that kind of cleanse my palette from the last one. And, oh, that looks good. I'm not a professional photographer, which is also very evident. I'm not a professional editor. I'm a one-woman show, which is very evident too. I just like doing this. I love starting my day like this. I discovered Traveler's Notebooks about 5 years ago. And I've been hooked ever since. In this world of journaling, Traveler's Notebooks are still my favorite. But I have branched out into some other things. I like making up my own stories because it's hard to, I'm here almost every day. So that's hard to come up with stuff every day. So a lot of times I'm working on a book that somebody else wrote, like Mark Twain or Michael Palin. I love to travel. So anything that's featured around traveling, I love. What happened to the other piece of paper here? I lose things all the time. I do what I like. I'm not beholden to sponsors or design team. I do what I like, when I like it, how I like it, as an untrained artist playing with art supplies. And that's me. Take it or leave it. Sometimes my stuff works out. Most of the time it doesn't. But it's always a learning process, and I'm not against any of that. All right, let's see. I don't want that really thick. I want it opaque. No, I want it transparent. See, I don't even know the right art terms half the time. But I have fun, and this is my meditation every single day here. Whether anybody watches it or not, it is, I love the art, the editing part of it is as much as I love putting paper or glue or paint or whatever on paper. That's fun, is as much fun to me too. Anybody, I'm sure in the YouTube world would tell me, "Oh, lady, you shouldn't be doing this every day. It's not good for views." I don't care. I'm very hard-headed. I'm going to do what I want to do when I want to do it. That's metallic. I don't want that. Oh, here. I usually have a bright color palette. Sometimes it goes to the neutrals, like today, side of things. And I don't always know what I'm doing. I rarely know what I'm doing. This is meditation for me. This is therapy for me. This is friendship to me. There's people on here that have been on here for years, commenters. You'll see a lot of the same commenters over and over again. They are wonderful. I appreciate them very much. I try to say it often, but not often is necessary. Very kind people. Having a grand time here while I do silly things. Not always on purpose. Some things just don't work out for me sometimes, but that's okay. That's okay too. It's all fun. Like this right here. I'm going to take this Stabilo. These are my favorite. One of my very favorite art supplies. I don't talk very well either most of the time. Stabilo Woodies. I love these. And I'm going to make some paint. And kind of add it to this. It's not quite see-through enough. And I really don't know what I'm doing here. Kind of mimicking this fabric, which is blotches of color on stuff like this. Does it matter that my paint water is very dirty? No, because it kind of adds to this effect here. Here we go. That's better. That's better. Over the years, I have figured out what works for me, what doesn't work for me. What I like together. I have learned a few art rules and lessons. mostly from you guys. I love to travel. I just got back from Vietnam. My travel journal from Vietnam is on here. I'm trying to do better with putting things in playlists. So there is a Vietnam. Actually, I think it's summer or travels 2023. Oh, wow. That's kind of looking pretty good, if I do say so myself. I know what I like when I like it. It may not be everybody's taste, but I know what I like. See if we can add